Racing 92 and Stade Français, folks. The final game of the round of 16 in the Champions Cup. We'll go through some key events, some stats, and you guys can let me know your thoughts. It's certainly a miserable day here in Auckland. Very miserable. It's a public holiday, but it is wet and raining. I can't take the kids anywhere because it's just pretty yuck. But what wasn't miserable was this game. It was on many hours ago. I watched it. It was on 2 in the morning here in it. So I watched it with my breakfast. And, pretty entertaining stuff. Someone forgot to tell Stade Français that based on the first leg, these guys were already dead and buried because they go into this one with a big kind of deficit to overcome. But they gave it a good crack, especially at the start of the game. They get the first try. Finn Russell kind of fluffs a kick after he's made a really good line break. Vaianu gets one. They get a penalty. Lapeg gets one after Naivalu's been yellow carded for a tip tackle. So, yeah, man, it's like 15-3 pretty early on. It's a crazy start for Stade Français. They're properly back in the game, even on aggregate. Even despite the fact that Naivalu's in the bin. Shah gets denied one for a wee knock on. I think it was Imhoff in the build-up to it. And then both sides have a front rower yellow carded because the Georgian ref, I forget his name, he's pretty decent. He gives the front rows warnings for fluffing around at scrum time. They both keep falling over. They can't get it done, so he just yellow cards both of them. And it was kind of frustrating because they had a little yellow card counter on top of each team's name, right, where their scorers. They got the timers counting down how many minutes left. You'd think that'd be exactly matching. There was like half a second off. So that one would tick, then that one, then that one. It's just, I don't know why I noticed it. But they should be exactly matching. I guess someone had to set them one by one. So they're kind of slightly off. That was bothering me, but not too much. The game was pretty entertaining despite that fact. So yeah, double yellow cards. Penalty for Racing makes it 6-15. And then Dupichot looks to have gone over for a try. Teddy Toma helps him set that one up. It's proper magic stuff. But he doesn't get that try because it ends up as a penalty try. And it's that man Naivalu who's trying to take Dupichot into touch. He doesn't wrap, so he just kind of ends up shoulder barging into him. And Dupichot, face first, plants into the ground. It's artificial turf, so probably not very comfortable stuff. He's down injured for a wee while. And Naivalu gets his second yellow card. So it's another game where Stade Français get a red card. This one's a double yellow rather than the horrendous one we saw from Latu last week. But that's a bit of a killer for Stade Français given they were having to chase this game down. So 13-15, the game on the day is still with Stade Français, but that extends... puts back Racing 92's lead a wee bit on aggregate. But Lapeg, man, again, he likes scoring tries when his team's a man down, apparently. Every time Naivalu gets a card, Lapeg ends up going over not long later. Seriously, the guy's got some serious wheels. He puts in a really nice step. I think it was on Thomas. So it's 22-13. Aggregate is 31-35. So Racing's still in front, but it's still properly game on. Second half, though, we really see some magic from Racing 92. Teddy Thomas shows what he can do. A class pass from Finn Russell. He's proper magic. Go watch the highlights. It's seriously worth it. Teddy Thomas with the step. So it's 22-20 on the day. Racing are still chasing the game, but still ahead on aggregate. James Hall, the halfback for Stade Français, also gets one chalked off for a little infringement at the breakdown, which was unfortunate because that maybe would have taken the momentum back to Stade. But that means both sides have had one chalked off, with Shah's one earlier for Racing. And then the game over try is really the Lorette try on 72 minutes. Started from their own 22. It's just stereotypical Racing 92. Wide passes down the wing, support lines. Very, very classy stuff. Honestly, this weekend of the Champions Cup, we've seen some of the best tries. A lot of red cards, although this one's a double yellow. But yeah, also some really, really classy tries. It's been very, very pleasing stuff to see. And then Thomas puts the icing on the cake with one on 28 minutes. His steps, again, just bamboozled the defender. So yeah, man, proper classy game. Stade Français, they lose on the day 33-22. They were winning on the day. They had the game really in the balance for a while. But having a man off certainly didn't do them any favours. This means Racing lines up with Sale So that could be a pretty interesting game in May, because neither side was that convincing. I guess, Racing overall, I mean, aggregate 55-31 is pretty comfortable, so maybe they'll go into this one as favourites over Sale, I would say. Toma, 104 run meters from 7 carries, not a bad return, has a clean break. Vaianu ends up getting man of the match on a losing team. 149 run meters, 11 carries from him, 2 clean breaks, not bad. The possession of territory is just edged by Racing, 51-49 for both, but run meters 604 to 329, so they don't mind a carry from anywhere and everywhere. Defenders beaten 26-14 to Racing. Clean breaks 8-5 to Racing. But as I said, give credit to Stade Français. They were certainly part of this game. La Peg especially. Vianu, they just made for a really entertaining game. So fun stuff. You guys let me know your thoughts on this one. How do you think Racing are going to go up against Sale next month? And I'll talk to you guys again soon. See you later.